Sugar helps the medicine go down.
Welcome back. Well, it appears Australia is having a Mary Poppins crisis. The Australian Nanny Association says the industry is on the brink of collapse as demand for in-home help skyrockets with no one answering the call. So why is help so hard to find at the moment? Australian Nanny Association President and Nanager founder and director Lauren Brown joins us now from the Gold Coast. It's good to see you, Lauren. A huge demand for nannies, but a real struggle at the moment for families to find help. Why is that?
Hi, thanks for having me. Yeah, we've just got a massive shortage at the moment. I think that 2020 threw everyone for a loop, and parents in particular had to move quite quickly for solutions when there were interruptions to the school year or suddenly they were working from home. And I think people have become a lot more inventive in how to outsource that chaos. So we're seeing a huge demand for people wanting nannies. But I think also the luxury of like that stay-at-home housewife is gone. So with both parents in the roles of like the professional provider, it's definitely harder for people to manage what they need.
Oh, I'd well imagine, yeah, because daycare is booming, it seems like an unreal industry now. But so do you reckon this is mainly down to COVID? How much has it impacted the industry?
COVID has had, like many industries, a huge impact on the nanny industry. Not only have all the families suddenly needed more help, but we had the au pair market leave the country. So all of those workers have now lost their visas and they've gone back home. Nannies and au pairs are quite different, but that gap has been filled by the nannies. And overall, I just think that the pool of professional nannies is really low at the moment. So we want more people to consider this as a career option.
Lauren, how many jobs are open to be filled at the moment, and how do people apply for them?
There are so many jobs across the agencies. I've never seen this many. I would say close to 300 nationwide.
Wow.
I think the best way to find a job, connect to the Australian Nanny Association. We have agency members that you can directly contact to see if any of their jobs suit your schedule and skill set. Nannying can be quite customised, so it's really important to find the right job for you. But outside of that, just you could talk to your local Facebook groups or reach out to others like in the childcare industry, and you could find out different Facebook groups and platforms to find nanny jobs.
OK, so how well does nannying pay, and what kind of person does nannying suit? What sort of qualities do you need to have? I guess you'd have to like children.
Absolutely. And this is such a good question. This is what I'm most excited about. Nanny services are somewhat how long is a piece of string. You could have that newborn care nanny that's obviously quite experienced in postnatal, all the way through to school-age children that work for high net worth families, and they're essentially a family manager, organising travel, going on holidays. It's really amazing if you can find the right family for what you want to do. But I've seen plenty of jobs this year alone, upwards of $80,000 a year.
Oh my God.
But it's also changing. Yeah, it's amazing because the industry itself, we got an award rate in 2019. So families are able to pay properly. You're going to get super. You're going to be paid on the books. You're going to be able to have annual leave and sick leave if it's a permanent job. And I think people think it's cash in hand and under the table, but that's not the case anymore.
Might do a couple of days.
Oh my gosh. And it's so much fun. It's just the best job because you're helping support families. Not only that, but the children that you care for. Unlike childcare where you've got 40 kids, you've got one or two. And so the bonds that you form, it's my favourite job in the world. It's so rewarding.
It is. So, I guess I always looked at a nanny as a bit of a luxury more than anything else. I don't know, why would you champion a nanny over, say, a daycare?
Well, the childcare rebate changed a couple of years ago and made it a bit harder for some families. Don't get me wrong, full-time jobs, you're probably looking at high net worth. That is a luxury. But most jobs are 2 to 3 days a week. So nannies often work across multiple families, and it's that sort of, you know, wham bam, someone comes in, they look after the kids, they empty the dishwasher. So it's that sort of value that families are thinking about now, because when you drop the kids to childcare, the breakfast is still on the table. The house is still in chaos. But a nanny kind of helps outsource the home a bit.
All right. Lauren, thank you so much for joining us today.
Awesome. Thanks for having me.
Take care, Lauren.
Good job. It can be awesome for your relationship. I mean, I'm fortunate that we get someone to help with us because my wife's back at work, but it can save a marriage at times. You know, you come back and I work a lot. My wife, like I said, you do need help. We don't have any family near us. Tristan, you're the same. It is hard. So keeping the money here as well is important, but I think it's wonderful.
Yeah.
If you can do it.
Especially if you're a retiree or maybe a student that needs a few extra, extra days' work, you can actually make a bit of money in the mornings and stuff. It's
Get
great.
that one-on-one as well, which is superb. And like I said, it's a huge thing for family, trying to balance family life of any kind.
I do like the cash in hand, though. All right, after the break, Doc is back to answer all your medical questions, including